Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Call. I'm Dennis Green. Steve Shanley is back again this week, director of the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band, to talk about the concerts that are taking place on Wednesday and Sunday, post 4th of July, kind of back to the regular rotation and the regular programming.
Regular with a twist this week. We are going around the world and also making a quick stop to a galaxy far, far away. So we are visiting England, Africa by way of Brazil, the Czech Republic, Spain, Albania, Russia, Germany, back home to America, and then up into outer space. We're also featuring Rose Bishop on piccolo. She is our flute professor at Co College, and she is helping us with our trip to Spain. She will be playing Piccolo Español, which is a delightful piece. I heard her play that with the co-concert band this spring and immediately thought we need to do that with the municipal band this summer. So visiting Spain, and we're starting the concert with some Vaughn Williams, English composer, Toccata Marziale. I'm very excited about this. I've never conducted this piece before with the band, and as far as I know, the band hasn't played it in a couple of decades. So very, very fun piece of music there. Vaughn Williams, known for his English folk song suite, which band's pretty popular with bands, or Flourish for Wind Band and some other old war horses like that. But the Toccata Marziale doesn't get played quite as much, but is equally audience friendly. And then Adam Gorb wrote a piece called African Samba, so that utilizes some influences from Africa and then also the Brazilian samba. And continuing with music from Rise of Skywalker, the final film in the 9-film Star Wars Skywalker series, and that I did not realize until I listened to it just how much that particular episode, John Williams really reused a lot of his earlier themes. So even if listeners are, well, I didn't really like episode 9 that much, or it's pretty much all the music and themes that you'll recognize. So you'll enjoy that one as well. A little trip to the Czech Republic featuring our clarinet section on the clarinet polka. Got an awesome clarinet section, always fun to show them off. So some good technique there. Shelley Hansen, composer, she's up in I believe still up in the Twin Cities, wrote a very cool piece based on some Albanian folk music called Albanian Dance. So that's a real good toe tapper that we'll have in the middle. And I mean, we gotta return to America at some point, and we haven't played music by Hoagy Carmichael in a while. I think sometimes gets overshadowed by Gershwin and Cole Porter, but yeah, Hoagy Carmichael, wonderful writer, and audiences are going to recognize some of that as well. We've got some Tchaikovsky, we've got some Johann Strauss, just something for everybody.
So in talking about the classical pieces, and we've talked about this a little bit in the past, talk a little bit about the translating a symphonic piece to concert band. Because to the outside audience, someone might even think that, well, you have violins, you're the band,
you're the band, you've got violins, yes,
you've got all the instruments.
And I sort of feel like, believe it or not, I kind of feel like if an audience member is not really familiar with instrumentation or instruments, and they show up to a concert and hear us play Star Wars music that they are used to being heard performed by the London Symphony Orchestra with a full string section, and they walk away thinking, yeah, that sounded just like it did in the movie, then we've done our job. But yes, so for people who know that there is a difference between the instrumentation at, say, an Orchestra Iowa concert versus a band concert, the big difference, as you mentioned, is we do not have strings, but we have many, many more wind players. So the orchestra will have 2 clarinets, and we have 8 of them, and they kind of function as the violin section. And there are lots of ways to go about taking music that someone like Tchaikovsky or Johann Strauss originally wrote for an orchestra and translating it to a band. Sometimes if it's for a school band, it might involve simplifying it, putting it in a different key, making some rhythms easier, taking out some of the fast runs to make it a little bit more playable on a brass instrument when A cello can usually move along a little bit faster than a trombone. And then there's just a straight up transcription where the transcriber will take the cello part and just say, sorry, trombones, you got to figure out a way to deal with this. Thankfully, with the municipal band, the players are all so good that we can take those transcriptions of the Star Wars music or of a Johann Strauss or Tchaikovsky piece that everybody knows, and the audience will hear it recreated. But instead of cellos, it will be trombones, and instead of violins, it'll be flutes and clarinets. And then another one, this particular Hungarian dance from Tchaikovsky, I believe he wrote this for keyboard originally. So that's another thing that you will hear, and this has happened for hundreds of years, where someone will write a piece of music for a keyboard instrument, and then that same composer, or perhaps another composer, will decide, oh, this would be very cool performed by a full group. And so this particular Tchaikovsky arrangement was a piece he wrote for piano that has been scored out for the full band to play.
And where are the concerts this week?
We are at Cleveland School on Wednesday, July 6th, and that is not the same as Cleveland Park on the other side of First Avenue. So come find us at Cleveland School. I love this location. It's very cool. Everyone is in the shade. There's a big hill that the audience can sit on, and everybody has a good view. The sound is really good. I haven't been there this year, but there used to be like this really cool slide that went down the hill that the kids always like going down. So check that out. It's in a beautiful neighborhood, and easy parking, good and again, good view for everybody. Sometimes our stage is elevated. So at some places like Ellis Park, for example, and certain spots of Beaver, depending where you sit, you're kind of looking up and you're only going to see the musicians on the edge. But at Cleveland Park, you get to look down and see everybody. And then on Sunday, July 10th, we'll be at Beaver Park in our usual location.
It's the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band in concert again this week, and if people want more information or need a weather update or anything like that, they can follow you on social media or visit your website, which is
crmuniband.org. And we're on Facebook and Twitter. Those get updated very quickly in the event of any weather issues. But join us for our trip around the world and to a galaxy far, far away.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Dennis.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.